This is a demo of the Altorney Document Reviewer Marketplace. You're logging in to the customer side of the marketplace, where the customer is presented with a dashboard. They have a lot of information at their fingertips, but we will go into the main functionality, which is the request for reviewers who are either attorneys or other types of legal professionals to join a project. Here you can see we have a number of projects that this client has already started. We will go into the project, and the first thing that we will see is that we've collected information in regards to conflicts that the attorneys may have. So we want to make sure that none of the firms or parties involved conflict with the reviewer's work history. We also have an integration built with Relativity, which is the review tool, which in this case the client will be using. We use this integration in order to set up and remove users within that review tool, as well as collect audit information for the purposes of metrics. We will go ahead and set up a new request. We will call this request demo. And we are going to say what type of attorneys or reviewers are we looking for. When is the project going to start? When will it end? Who will be the contact info on this review? And now the system will prompt us a number of questions about what we are looking for in the configuration. The entire time it will be looking at how many possible available reviewers are there based off of the requirements. So for example here, if we say that the reviewers do need to work on the weekend, that number goes down to 2. So I'm going to reset that to no, so that way we have the full 30 available. Asks us whether or not there's any maximum hours, minimum hours required, any types of specialties that we need them to have. So maybe they need to have regulatory experience or patent experience. So let's go ahead and, for example, we could say that they just have general patent experience, and we can see how many reviewers. Nope, there's none available right now that have that experience, so we're going to remove that. Do they actually require a law degree to be admitted to the bar? So we could answer any of those. Any kind of residency requirements for the integration, then what security group within Relativity are they going to be placed into? And any other questions that we want to ask the reviewers. We now can come in and we can set the rate that we want to pay the reviewers. So let's set it at $31. How many reviewers am I actually looking for here? And we can see that the system returns that there are 11 potential reviewers who are willing to work at $31. If I were to move that rate up, then we can see that the new total will go to 23. So we can get real-time market information of who's available based off of what we are going to be willing to pay them. We also have full transparency on what the client is going to be paying. We charge a markup on the rate that the reviewers are getting. But once we've decided what we're going to be paying them and how many we need, we can start recruiting. As we go ahead to start recruiting, we'll go over to the reviewer side of things. They have set up a profile. The profile contains all of their little bio, all of their different specialties, their bar information, background check that we've run, their technology proficiency, their resume, and all of their project history. Once they've set up their profile, then either they can come in here to find projects, either ones that they qualify for or even ones that they don't qualify for. If they go into a project that they don't qualify for example, this one, the system will automatically tell them what they're missing and why they no longer qualify for this project. But if they go into, for example, the project that we just posted, then we can see that they do meet the requirements and they can very simply apply to the project and submit it, and they have now gone ahead and applied to that project. I can see all the projects that I have applied to so far. And then back on the client side, Once the client has now gone ahead and gotten some reviewers to apply, they can quickly come in here, see information about the reviewers. We have a full rating system, so they can see how other clients have rated this specific reviewer. They can get the confirmation of the bar information here. They can also go ahead and see other information about their work history, any personal notes that they may have given. They can pull up their resume, all kinds of information to help them decide whether this is an attorney that they want on the project or not. So they would either approve them or reject them. Once a reviewer is approved, then we have the ability to manage them here. I can see based off of the integration how many documents they've looked at in a day, what their rate is, how many documents they've looked at in an hour. If I need to remove them from a review, I can simply click disable. It will go ahead and give me why am I removing them. I can do that and submit it, and they would get notified. Or if they're a great reviewer, maybe I want to transfer them and use them on another review. I can very easily move them over to an additional review so that they have more opportunities to continue getting more work. On the reviewer side, once they are starting to work, they have the ability here to come in and actually submit their time directly in the interface. All time is then tracked, and when a review is done, they would have the opportunity to provide ratings about the client. So there's a two-way rating system that they can go ahead and give. So for example, here on a prior review that they did, they can go ahead and give 5 stars, and that rating has now been submitted. The client would then also give their rating of the reviewer, and that information becomes publicly available to help others to determine whether or not someone is good, together with all of the metrics that we're capturing around their review rates. We also offer all kinds of different perks, including health benefits and tax benefits, legal aid hotlines, mentorships, and other things that the reviewers have available to them, a generous referral program for the reviewers, and other ways to help the reviewers maximize their earnings. Thank you for watching this demo of the Altorney system. If there are any questions, please feel free to reach out to us.